under the bright lights of Madison Square Garden. History prepared to unfold once again. The air crackled with tension as two warriors stood on opposite sides of the squared circle. Wladimir Klitschko, the Ukrainian powerhouse known as Dr. Steelhammer, and Bryant Jennings, the proud challenger from Philadelphia, USA. The sound of the crowd was electric, a mix of excitement and disbelief that this untested American would dare to challenge the decade-long reign of one of boxing's most dominant champions. Klitschko, stoic and towering, entered the ring as if stepping into a familiar laboratory. His every movement measured, his confidence absolute. Jennings, lean, hungry, and defiant, bounced on his toes, his eyes locked on the champion, his heart pounding with purpose. When the bell rang, the first round wasn't just the start of a fight. It was the beginning of a psychological war. Klitschko extended his piston-like jab, asserting control early, while Jennings used his athleticism to dance around, searching for an opening. The atmosphere was electric, yet cautious, each man testing, studying, calculating the dangers that lay ahead. As the middle rounds unfolded, Jennings began to find rhythm, weaving under the champion's jab, digging to the body, and snapping back with quick counters. The crowd sensed his courage. He wasn't there to survive. He came to challenge the giant. Yet, with every step forward, Klitschko reminded him why he ruled the heavyweight division for over a decade. The Ukrainian's jab cracked like a whip. His right hand thundered like a hammer. Each round was a battle of discipline versus determination, experience versus energy. Klitschko's robotic precision met Jennings' restless movement, and though the challenger found moments of success, the champion's composure never cracked. Still, there was fire in Jennings' eyes, a belief that he could make the impossible happen, that he could outthink the man who had outlasted generations of challengers. By the seventh round, the fight had evolved into a war of endurance. Sweat dripped, chests heaved, and tension filled the garden like fog before a storm. Klitschko's jab remained his weapon of control, fencing Jennings from a distance, but the American pressed forward with defiance. Each time the champion clinched, the crowd roared, some in anger, others in awe of Klitschko's tactical genius. Jennings began to slip under the jab, landing sharp left hooks to the body. But every time he tried to open up, the Ukrainian tied him up, smothering his offense. It was a chess match disguised as a brawl. Jennings' heart was undeniable, but Klitschko's timing, his precision, and his discipline began to suffocate the challenger's momentum. Still, there was a quiet respect between them, warrior to warrior, each recognizing the other's will to endure. As the later rounds approached, the crowd grew restless, sensing that Jennings needed something dramatic to shift the tide. Klitschko, though methodical, began to show signs of fatigue. His once crisp movements now carried the heaviness of age. Jennings, seizing the moment, surged forward in the 10th, firing flurries to the body and head. For a brief moment, it felt as if the tide might turn, as if youth and hunger could overcome wisdom and experience. But Klitschko, with the instincts of a seasoned king, answered with a sharp right hand that halted Jennings in his tracks. The referee warned Klitschko for holding, adding drama to the tension already building. The final rounds became a test of spirit. Jennings fighting with heart, Klitschko fighting with calculation. Each exchange carried the echo of legacy and the desperation of dreams colliding. When the 12th round arrived, both men stood battered but unbroken. Jennings pressed forward one last time, refusing to surrender, throwing punches that spoke louder than any words. Klitschko responded with clean, clinical precision. Jabs, uppercuts, and the signature right hand that had ended so many nights before. The bell rang, and Madison Square Garden rose to its feet in respect. No knockout, no surrender, only respect. The decision was clear, unanimous. Wladimir Klitschko had once again proven why he was the true master of heavyweight dominance. But Bryant Jennings left that ring not as a loser, but as a man who dared to stand tall against a legend and earned his place in boxing's story of courage, discipline, and heart.